One of the old traditions associated with Christmas is collecting the Yule log, sometimes known as the Christmas clog, or in Cornwall it's known as the mock. In Devon they used to use ash branches tied together with strands of things like ivy, which is known as a faggot. In Scotland, the wood used for a Yule log was usually a birch tree. The birch tree was brought into the house, allowed to dry, and the bark was removed. In fact, there's an old saying in Scotland that a poor person would be as bare as a birch log on Yule Eve. The word Yule itself is really an alternative for Christmas, or the Christmas season, for the 12 days. Its origin is much the same as the root word for the word jolly. Odin, the Norse god, was referred to as the Yule Father. Now, considerable ceremony was associated with collecting the Yule log, sometimes with many people taking part in a procession. Old-style country houses and so on, where they had an open fireplace, a very large one, or even a fireplace in the centre of the room, such as at Penshurst Palace in England. A log large enough to last all 12 days of the festive season could be brought in. Another tradition, as in Devon, where they had faggots, ash branches bound together with things like ivy, was to place the faggot in the fire and then to observe how long it took for each strand of the faggot to break. And either there would be associated with that like a drinking competition where when each of the, say, 9 strands was to break, they had to drink, say, a pint of cider, and if anybody failed to, they'd pay for the drinks. This small Yule log has ivy bands tied around it. The tradition here is that each band would be chosen by one person, and the last band to burn through, that person would get good luck the following year. Another tradition was that Yule logs would have a figure of a man chalked upon them. It's thought that the origins of why Yule logs were used is sympathetic magic, or imitation magic, where the light and the heat given off from the log encourages the return of the sun in the middle of the winter. The ashes left over from a Yule log were thought to have special properties. They were used to prevent lightning in a house, to give luck, to very good for the crops, to heal cattle, and to cure toothache. When the Yule log was burning furiously, visitors would be encouraged to use a stick or a poker to hit the log and to get hot embers going up the chimney. Finally, when the end of the season, a piece of the Yule log was preserved and was used to light the Yule log for the next season, for the next Yuletide.